Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to everyone. My name is Nur Aisyah Sufia binti Tahrin, metric number 141605. Okay, as for the topic of the day, I will be presenting about one of the morphological processes that can be found in English. Before we go further and more detail about the topic, let me introduce first what are the morphological processes that are done or carried out in order to form new words in English. Alright, as we can see here, there are about 11 processes that are done in order to form new words. Okay, we have back formation, reduplication, blends, clippings, abbreviations, internal change, suppletion, conversion, borrowing and loan words, coinage, and lastly, we have onomatopoeia. Like I have mentioned earlier in this video, I will be discussing and focusing about one of the morphological processes, which is clipping in English. Okay, let's move on to the next part of this video. Alright, what do we understand about clippings? How does it work? And how many types of clippings are there in English? Okay, let's discover this together. Clipping is a morphological process that we can find in English that contributes to word formation. According to Bauer, 1986, he explains the phenomenon of clipping as the process of whereby a lexeme, whether it is simplex or complex, is shortened while still retaining the same meaning and still being a member of the same class form. Meanwhile, Marchant 1969 defined clipping as the reduction of a word to one of its part where the clip part is not a morpheme in the linguistic system but an arbitrary part of the word form. Also, clipping is also called as truncation. Okay, basically, clipping refers to an action done when polysyllabic words undergo or go through a process of shortening or reducing and resulting in only one syllable. However, the original meaning of the particular word that already go through or undergo the process of clipping will still be retained and remain unchanged. According to Bauer, 1994, clipping frequently does change the stylistic value of the word, and this leads in making the word become less formal except for the meaning nor the part of speech. Moving on to the characteristics of clippings. Firstly, clipping is considered as non-morphemic word formation. According to a linguist named Fundrich in 2004, he defined non-morphemic word formation as any word formation process that is not morpheme based, that is, which use at least one element that is not morpheme. Next, clip word will exhibit a certain tone of informality. This informality happens because of the spellings that experience changes because of the process of clippings. Thus, the pronunciation will also change because of the changes in spelling and resulting in informal tone. However, the informal tone of a clip word is considered as gone when it is well established in a language. Lastly, the suffix of s that is situated in the final position of the original word will be retained. For example, maths that comes from mathematics and also specs that comes from spectacles. Alright, for your information, clipping is divided into 4 types and they are front clipping, middle clipping, back clipping and complex clipping respectively. Let's have a look at the first type of clipping, which is front clipping. Okay, what is front clipping? Front clipping refers to an action done when the final part of the word is retained and only the first part of the word is clipped. We also call front clipping as aphosis or foreclipping. Okay, for example, plane. Plane comes from the word aeroplane, and the first part of aeroplane is clipped. So only the final part of aeroplane, which is the word plane itself, is retained. Other example that I have here is motorbike, where the clip word is bike, and copter, that comes from helicopter. Alright, next we have middle clippings. As its name suggests, the clip word comes from the middle part of the word. Other than calling it as middle clipping, we also call it as syncope. In middle clipping, the middle part of the word will be retained and only the final part and the initial part of the word will be clipped. Okay, for example, flu. As we can see here, flu comes from the word influenza. Okay, influenza consists of 4 syllables, and when the process of clipping happens, as we know, it will reduce the numbers of syllables to only 1 syllable left. So in this case, influenza has 4 syllables, and when it undergoes the process of clipping, which is middle clipping, only 1 syllable left, which is the flu, and the flu itself is the clip word of middle clipping. Then we have final clipping or apocope. For your information, final clipping happens when the final part of the word is removed or clipped, while the initial part of the word is retained. Let's look at the examples that I have listed in the slide. Okay, what do we have here? We have add, doc, maths, facts, and memo. These are the words that are formed from the process of middle clipping. And for your information too, their original words that are unclipped can be either simplex or complex words. Last but not least, we have complex clipping. What is complex clipping? Okay, complex clipping involves the compound words, and in order to form a complex clip words, one of the compound words must be retained and remain intact. However, there will be clip words that are formed when both half of the compound words are clipped, and due to this, we cannot really differentiate whether the formed word is a result of blending or clipping. Thus, Bauer 1993 proposed that the easiest way to draw a distinction between these two is to say that those forms that retain compound stress are clipped compound, and those that take simple word stress are not. I have listed few examples of complex clippings here. Okay, there are photo op, rom-com, sci-fi, and grammar. From what I can notice throughout the slide, starting from the beginning until the previous one, I can conclude that all types of clippings in English are just the same. It's just that the position, the pronunciation, the spellings, including the number of syllables for that original form of word that change, except for the original meaning that is retained and remain unchanged. Also, I believe that many of us here have already used these clip words quite often on our daily basis, right? And we are quite familiar with these words. It's just that we do not know how these clip words are formed. Even me, myself, I never thought about how clippings work. Even the word itself, I never heard once until I do this presentation. I did some research about clippings. Okay, so that's all from me. I hope that those who are watching will benefit from this video, and thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.